Hi, I'm Tam, and today I'm going to be talking about a couple of growing trends in the online world: storytelling and customer-centric marketing. Last week I got a phone call from a friend that I used to work for. He called to say that he'd seen the recent behind-the-scenes video that we posted, and he absolutely loved it. The video in question was about the challenge that we have in finding and hiring the right people for our team. And it was a challenge he could empathise with, as he was hiring for his business too. If we had just posted an article saying that we take company culture seriously and so invest a lot of time and resources into hiring, then I doubt I'd have got the phone call. But turning it into a story made it far more relatable and gave him a greater affinity with our brand, which prompted him to get in touch. Telling stories to market a product or service is nothing new. Brands and agencies have been doing it for years. Some of the most memorable television adverts are ones that tell a story to evoke an emotion or response from the audience. But we're now starting to see stories without the intention to sell, largely, I suspect, due to the growth of Instagram and Snapchat stories and video in general. For example, Gary Vee has been famously documenting every day of his journey to buy the New York Jets since the end of 2015. It's not just video though, there are also more and more email marketers using stories to connect to their subscribers, and even banner ads can now take customers on a journey. And there's one key reason why marketers do it: engagement. Engagement's a word that I hate to use because it's so ambiguous. Does it mean social media likes, comments, views? I think it's something that you can't always measure, but people who read or watch your stories feel like they know your brand better. So when they need you, or when you put an offer in front of them, they're primed to respond. Jeff Bezos made the news recently by briefly overtaking Bill Gates as the richest person in the world. For me, it's no surprise given he heads up Amazon, the company that's widely regarded as the poster boy of customer-centric approach. Want to know if this product's any good? Here's what all the other customers said. Buying something expensive? We'll deliver it for free. Want faster delivery? We'll send a drone to you in the next few hours. Don't get me wrong, there are hundreds of reasons why Amazon is such a successful organization, but their commitment to putting the customer first is one of, if not the biggest. Ensuring that the customer has a fantastic experience right the way through the sales process goes a long way to building customer loyalty and advocacy. By that, I mean they're more likely to come back to you, but also tell their friends about you. Many businesses claim to put the customer first. It's something that I'm hearing more and more at conferences and webinars. But how many businesses really do it? To be truly customer-centric, a business should do these things. Share data across your teams. A good CRM will ensure that your marketing, sales, operations, support, and tech teams are all on the same page. Sharing this information allows for significantly better communication, both internally and with the customer, which should lead to a much happier customer. Develop your products and services around what the customers want. It can be easy to start building out services, features, and changes based on what you think is best for the business. But a customer-centric business will listen to what their customers want or need and adapt accordingly. Build relationships with your customers. These relationships should start way before money exchanges hands and continue way beyond that point too. By starting the relationship early, you build a stronger foundation that allows for more business to be done. Continuing the relationship ensures repeat business and a higher lifetime value. Which brings me on to my last point: measure the right KPIs. To know if your customer-centric approach is working, there are two key numbers: churn rate, how many of your customers are you losing over time, and secondly, lifetime value. A successful customer-centric approach should see an increase in LTV. It's not easy for organizations to make this change, and the bigger you are, the harder it is. But with all the technology and data that's available, it's easier than it's ever been. And with customers being bombarded with messages from your competitors, can you afford to have their head turned by a bad experience? That's all from me today. Thank you for watching.